Because of the Elmo situation, I found out that a lot of people are saying Elmo is black or he's black coded because of how he speaks and acts. His lingo is talk that you hear in black communities.
Right, because it's gross stuff, but it tastes good when it's put all together.
Okay, good. Onions, garlic.
Onions, garlic, celery, balsamic vinegar.
So I got interested in black coded characters and whether or not calling them black coded was true. The first character to come to mind was Starfire. Starfire is a DC character and alien from the planet Tamaran. She is of orange skin and red hair. We can all see that she isn't black or white, duh, but most strongly agree that she is black coded. A lot of people are also saying that Starfire was originally supposed to have black skin, but I found out that that wasn't the case. However, Raven was supposed to be the one that was going to have black skin, but the creators thought it would be not a good idea for her name to be Raven and for her to also be a black woman. So originally Starfire looked like this. Curly hair, at times golden brown skin. So when a lot of people see this depiction of Starfire, they think a black coded woman. Some of you are used to her looking like this. Straight hair with light orange skin. So when you guys see this, some people think a white coded woman. So when the live action Teen Titans cast was announced and Anna was casted to play Starfire, heavy backlash occurred. Why? Well, because she isn't a black girl. Well, she isn't a white one either. She's orange, has golden brown skin, and she's an alien. We can't impose our black and white race onto a fictional alien world unless it's clear that those aliens have black skin or white skin. For example, Superman is a white alien, though many make the argument that he should be black because of the relationship between melanin and the sun, which is the same thing that they say for Starfire as well. I do want to add that other than the melanin argument with the sun that people use for an example as to why Starfire should be black, I should also say that one depiction of Starfire was modeled off of Naomi Campbell, who is a black supermodel. So people also use that argument. Okay, but it shouldn't matter who plays Starfire because we don't have orange-skinned people walking around. So if fans understand this as it's just obvious, why are people wanting a white girl to play Starfire so badly and shitting on the idea of someone black playing her? Well, I mean, some of these people are racist and anti-black. If you don't think she's black-coded, why is it okay for you to say Starfire is Mediterranean white or has a Mediterranean tan, but others can't say that she's black? One thing Star said to me that I definitely want to let you guys know was that unless someone is clearly depicted as black, white people won't accept a black actor to play them. So even if it's an unnatural skin color like orange, because it isn't black, it's automatically seen as white or closer to white than to black. If a character doesn't have black skin nor white skin, stop thinking their default race is white, even if it's an unnatural skin color like orange or green. But let me know what you guys think down below. Unless creators come out and say these characters were based on black people, when people say XYZ is black coded, most of the time it's a feeling because with our own eyes we see the undeniable black features, mannerisms, and voice that leads us to believe so. I should also want to say that if a character is modeled off of someone, it could be said that they are of that model's person's race. Like I mentioned before, Starfire at a time was modeled off of Naomi Campbell. But I should also preference that the race of the voice actor doesn't necessarily mean that the character is of that race. They provide the voice, and it's a 50-50 that they aren't using their real voices anyways. You could use the example that they sound like a black man, but it could be a white man doing it. So the hashtag notmystarfire was, I remember that being like everywhere on Twitter around the time when Anna got casted to play Starfire, but personally for me, I never took the time to really look through them. So for this video, looking through the hashtag and seeing the type of comments people were writing, I was just honestly shocked. Like people calling her a streetwalker. There was a comment talking about why they allowed a trans man to play her. Like, just the utter hate that people was spewing, and then people were supporting these people. Like, you're just showing how racist you are, how anti-black you are. Like, if you truly cared about how Starfire was going to look, you would talk about the costumes or the hair, like whether she was actually going to have orange skin, or whether the way she talked was going to be how you knew it to be. And yeah, there's under the hashtag, there are some people who are talking about that, talking about the costumes when the photos were released, talking about this. But a good majority of these people are being racist with this hashtag. And then there's people who are saying things like, oh, people aren't using the Not My Starfire hashtag to be racist, they're critiquing the costumes or the show. And I'm like, no, like, we all have eyes. Do you not see the racist people using this hashtag? Like, Anna is not a cartoon character that the creators can go back and change up. She's a human being. So when you make your comments about her being fat or ugly or talking about her skin, you're like, do you not understand? Like, I just can't fathom how people don't see that as being racist or being anti-black. And I just want to add on that anytime people put examples of how Starfire should look like, they were putting examples of cosplayers. And a lot of the times, for at least the ones I've seen, they were always showing white cosplayers. I only saw one picture of a black cosplayer, and I believe that person was showing that, yes, Starfire could be played as a black person, but showing how, like, with the costume, how they need to do it. But everyone else was using white cosplayers to show, like, look, she should be white. This is how she's supposed to be looking like, not what they're giving us. And then people are saying things like, or, were saying things like, oh, but there was already a black person on the team, or for Cyborg, or what would happen if they made Cyborg white? Y'all would be mad. As if Starfire is white, but she isn't. She is orange. We don't have orange people walking around. So why do you assume the closest race that she needs to be is white? People see the original Starfire and they saw a black-coated woman, and throughout the years she's been changed to look more like a Caucasian person. So yeah, the way casting her is reflecting how she once looked like, but y'all mad for that. I just want to end this section off with more evidence on the screen as to why the Tamaranians are black-coated or black because of the melanin and the sun, like the example I said before. Various other examples of how they looked in other comics, such as the Green Lantern comics. They also are wearing African jewelry and accessories, and other characters other than Starfire, like her brother and other Tamaranians, as we can see, have this golden brown skin color on them. So this is just further showing the example as to why people believe Starfire is black-coated, and it doesn't really matter who really plays her. But if someone had to play her, a black person seems like the logical example. And y'all cherry pick what to be mad at and don't have nothing to say when someone who is black gets race flipped into being white. You only have something to say when it's white to black. But with all of this, I just started to also think of just other black-coded characters that I believe to be black-coded and that the internet believes to be black-coded. So let me know if you agree with this list. Darwin from Amazing World of Gumball, Wilt from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Arthur from Arthur, Michelangelo and Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Grimm from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, Martian Manhunter from Justice League, Babar the Elephant from Babar, Optimus Prime from Transformers, and Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. Knuckles from Sonic, the Crows from Dumbo, various characters from Princess and the Frog, as well as the various characters from The Lion King, Goofy and Max from the Goofy Movie / the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and Alice from Sid the Science Kid. These next few examples are people saying that these characters are black-coded and that either I kind of see them, but I don't really see that vibe. And these next few examples are characters that I believe to be Latin-coded and Asian-coded. Luffy from One Piece, Michiko from Michiko to Hatchin, and Katra from She-Ra. Pearl from Steven Universe, and the Siamese cat from Lady and the Tramp. And there are other forms of coded characters like queer-coded characters and autistic-coded characters. I just want to add that the only white-coded character I can think of from the top of my head is Peppa Pig. But let me know if you think Starfire is black-coded or any of these characters on the list are black-coded, Asian-coded, Latin-coded, or not. Just know that even though they are coded as a certain race, doesn't mean that when an actor is casted to bring them in the live action films or TV shows, that the actor is also going to be a part of that race that the characters are coded as. Because remember, coded tactics are used to make a character belong to a category or community that the audience can identify with without having to commit to them to actually being a part of that category or community. And because they're coded characters, they can easily change into something else. So like Starfire, she might have been coded, black coded in the beginning, but throughout her iteration, that's been lost. Mentioning characters like the Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp and the crows in Dumbo, we will definitely make a video about coded characters that are done in racist ways or portray negative stereotypes. Comment down below characters that you believe are coded characters, along with your reasoning why. I'm honestly really excited to hear who you believe to be racially coded or queer coded. Remember, don't send hate to anyone who you disagree with. Just explain your point of view and move on. Thank you for watching. I was your host, Jen, and I will see you next time. Peace.